What's been the fallout this week? A pretty frustrating draw on the weekend?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's probably been the most disappointed the playing group has felt since early days when we had a couple of bad losses. We, even though we've lost a couple recently, I think we've played really well. On Friday night, we probably didn't have our best game, and it's funny to say, but when a team goes down to 10 men, sometimes it actually can become harder mentally because you maybe switch off a little bit, and they're obviously throwing a little bit more at it, and they're probably one of the better defensive teams as well. So it was really hard to break them down, and we kind of have learned from that, and we're really just looking forward to, I guess, rectifying the loss we had against Wellington a few weeks back and playing this Friday now.
You got pretty close to scoring. Did it feel like it was one that got away that game?
Yeah, definitely. I think you obviously look at games at the end of the season of where you could have probably taken points, and that will be one that we'll say we probably should have won. In saying that, we got a little bit fortunate with the VAR as well, so I definitely should have scored, and there was probably a couple of other half chances, and I think if we did score early in the second half, it would have opened the game up a little bit more. But the longer it goes on at 0-0, I guess the more energy the other team gets, and the more energy zapping it is for us.
Going back even further, that last minute winner to Wellington, does that one still hurt going into this week?
Yeah, definitely. We thought we played really well in that game, especially in the second half, and to lose at last minute like that was pretty bad thing to happen. But also it's spurring us on for this week, and they're a really good team, and they've got a lot to play for. They obviously want to make the finals, and we've got a lot to play for. We want to finish in the top two, and that's still within reach. And it starts obviously this Friday with getting 3 points.
What did you make of the incident with Mo and the situation that sort of escalated on the field?
Yeah, I think I don't think the first one was maybe a yellow card. I think he got the ball, but in saying that, when you obviously tackle from behind, you kind of open yourself up to being able to, or for the referee to give it a foul and then a yellow card. And the second one, he wasn't intentionally trying to tackle, but it was not a nice tackle. I guess he's obviously tried to shoot, but I don't think you can really complain too much about it. It was just one of those unfortunate things.
How have you kept things positive on the track this week?
I think we've just, Kyle and Ross have just really reminded us of everything that we've been doing well. I think over the last 6 or 7 weeks we've been really good. This was probably our worst performance, and we showed the video what we can do better, and we understood, I guess, where we kind of let ourselves down a little bit. And it's about working hard. We've been able to get, I guess, a good training week this week, which we haven't been able to do the last few weeks with the shorter turnarounds of games. And Tuesday's session was probably the best session we've had in a few weeks, I think. And then today was really good in our main session. And everyone's, I think, up and about. We know what we need to do to win on Friday night.
Just go back to that incident. Was there a bit of a heated exchange? Did one brother try and fly the flag for the other one? What was the sort of...
I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was just more so Mo took a bad touch and then tried to shoot and kick the guy instead. And the first yellow was him chasing back. So I don't think there was anything like that. I think it was just an incident that can happen. It was probably unfortunate, like I said, but he'll learn from that.
It's a bit frustrating because you finally get both of them back in your squad, and one has to go out through suspension. Yeah,
exactly. I think it's they're really good players, and off the bench, Al Hassan's been quite good, and Mo's very dangerous. He's got some unbelievable pace that would cause any team trouble, and obviously he now needs to work hard to, I guess, get back into the squad, but it gives another opportunity to someone else. And Cassini Yengi's obviously back. He's come off the bench, and Pacific, who was in the youth team with Yaya, I thought they played quite well in the game on Saturday. So if they get a chance, I'm sure they'll take it with both hands.
As the skipper, do you have a chat with him? Just say, hey, just sort of rein it in a little bit. This is not what we're about. Or how do you go about it?
Yeah, I think if it was something that was intentional and he lost his head, I think you definitely would. But it was something where he's just taken a touch, he's tried to shoot, the defender's got there first and he's kicked him. So it was not a malicious tackle. I think it was just bad timing, and I'm sure he's the one that's most disappointed because he doesn't get the chance to play out here on Friday night at Cooper's.
Talk about this battle for the #1 keeper spot. It seems like James is now back fully fit and firing.
Yeah, he is. He's back, which is good. He played obviously on Saturday in the NPL, so it was good for him to get some more minutes in. He's been out for a while, and Joe stepped up and been unbelievable. I think, you know, you can't fault him on, you know, the way he's been training, his effort, and in every game, I think he's stood up and made saves when he's needed to, and it's going to be a hard decision for Cole, obviously, and I'm glad he's the one making it and not me. So yeah, it's good to have competition for places.
And that's what I was going to say, even though the decision's out of your hands, is it good to have that competition to make sure, you know, these boys have to be on every single game to keep their spot? Yeah,
100%. It's the same for Joe as the same for me, really. I think, you know, we have a really competitive squad. When we have everyone fit and available, which we are close to, obviously Jakobsen and Harvey will be back soon, and then it's really good because you've now got players pushing each other to play on the weekend. So then when you do get your chance to play on the weekend, you need to take it with both hands because there's someone right behind you wanting that exact same chance.
You've had a couple of games where points have evaded you. How crucial now, Friday night, in front of your home fans, to get some points, more points on the board?
Yeah, massive. We know we need to win games at home especially, and the home fans have been great the whole season, and we really need to, I guess, start winning games again because I think we're in third still, but it's so tight from that 6th through to second or even first, and you know, you go on another run of winning 5 or 6 in a row here in the last 7 games, then you know you're back up in top spot probably. So we know as a playing group that it's still all in our control. If we win all the games, we've got a very good chance in, I guess, winning.
Sorry. Just because of how tight it is up there, are you starting to feel any pressure yet in getting that number 1 or 2 spot?
I don't think so. You know, we obviously had the chance against Wellington. If we won, we would have went top, but it wasn't something that we internally spoke about too much. Of course, every player knows that you can go top, but we looked at that as a challenge, and it was something that we were really excited about, and it wasn't pressure, it was more excitement. So we now know we need to win games, and there's no pressure from anyone external. It's only the pressure, I guess, we put on ourselves to play at a high level and to win games, and the ladder will kind of take care of itself.
Just going back to, you mentioned that going down to 10 men can sometimes be harder. Have you addressed that? Has Carl spoken to you about, hey, we need to still have an attacking brand here, otherwise you saw what happened. VAR actually cancelled that goal out, but they could have easily won. Yeah, no, we did. We touched on it. We had a video review on Tuesday it was, and he showed different clips of where we can hurt them when they're down to 10 men, and they did. They defended great. So you kind of have to, I guess, hold your hands up and say they were very well organised in the second half. But there was opportunities, I guess, for individual players to probably make something out of nothing, if that makes sense, and take a few players on and to play with a little bit less fear and not just passing the ball. And that's something that we kind of addressed, and we know for next time that we can do better. But it's a learning experience for us.
Does it help having played Wellington so recently, playing them again, and what are you expecting to see this time?
Yeah, definitely. It's very easy. We obviously going through the video today, you know exactly how they played, and you can see what we did well, and you can see what they did well, and I believe they're a very good team. They play the ball quite well, and they've got some good individual players, and they have a lot on the line. I think they need to win, you know, probably most of their remaining games to make the finals, and you know, we know that it's going to be a fight on Friday night, and we're definitely up for the challenge, so we're looking forward to it. What's it going to be like having? There's a new stand going up, is there? Yeah. Like having the fans in the corner there. Yeah, I think it will be pretty cool. Yeah, I think it will add something a little bit different, and obviously there's no restrictions in terms of numbers, I believe. Is that correct or not? Still 75, so we'll pretend I didn't say that one. But hopefully, you know, we can get more fans to the game. I think we've got 3 or 4 home games to go, and the more fans there making a lot of noise is a really big thing for us players on the field.